Okay, casting votes for Region 6 Board of Directors meeting.
That is a ballot you have in front of you there. Those are the ones that are running. The top person on each one is an incumbent. They've been there for a number of years, but it's up to you to vote for.
We get to vote on
Let's
both of
see,
them?
I'll give you a little bit of a, Charles Park, he's a retired Region 6 ESC Deputy Director for Administrative Services. He has 9 years of prior service on the board. Pearl Adams is a retired Texas Department of Corrections. She has no prior years of service on the board. She has no public school experience whatsoever. And then Ronald Korn is a retired superintendent from Shepherd ISD. He has 6 years of prior service on the board, and he gave his education as a bachelor's, master's, superintendent certification.
So he's gonna check a box, turn them in before we leave
Check the
tonight?
box, turn them in, I'll mail them back.
Okay. Move down to the next item. I don't think we need to do any action on that then, do
No.
we? You've already explained it.
I just need to make sure I get those ballots before, because I have to mail those back in.
Approval of extension of bank depository contracts.
My recommendation that we extend the bank depository contract that we went out for in 2010,
In 2011,
in 2011.
for
Uh,
11/12.
For 11/12, and it goes through the 8th of 31 of 2013. I recommend that we extend that for 2 more years with Citizens National Bank. That will run from 9/1/2013 through 8/31/2015.
This has nothing to do with where you put your CDs. Just making that clear.
Any discussion? Make a motion? All right, Mike made a motion, Tom
Whoa, whoa,
seconded.
whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Stacy had a good question.
Do I need to abstain from the vote?
Oh,
yeah,
you probably so.
Go ahead,
yes.
abstain.
Good idea.
Tell her how to vote.
I didn't tell her how to vote. That's probably the best way to do that, so because we need to have that.
You work for them, that's a good
signature
record.
page, too.
Right.
Your choice you have to make, but
The
that's.
25%, well, and whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, motion has been made and
And seconded.
Thomas seconded the motion, that we renew our extension of bank depository contract with Citizen National Bank, beginning of 9/1/2013 through 8/31/2015. All in favor? Unanimous.
No, it's
Well,
one abstention.
You can edit that part of the tape there.
Slice it a little.
Oh, I'm sorry, wasn't unanimous, Stacy abstained.
You got it right.
Okay, the next couple items we'll do after the executive session. Move down to consent items. You seen the extra February 25th board meeting that was left out of the board packet you got in front of you? I think everything looks really good.
Yeah, the minutes from the.
Tom, if you have a question, make a motion.
He was making a motion to approve the minutes, I believe.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the minutes separate?
You wanna do the minute, or no, you wanna do that all?
This is all consent.
That's right, consent items. There was
Monthly expenditures.
tractor repair. What happened on those?
I'll have to look and see which one that is. We had a piston go out on our backhoe, the backhoe attachment on one, we had to get that fixed. But we also did some repair on the one we bought. We put some of those in there just to get it up to, get everything in place on it.
A piston or a cylinder?
Cylinder, excuse me. I'm not a hydraulic person.
Any questions on the expenditures? Go down to investment report.
There is a correction on the investment report, on the quarterly investment report, if you look, in the far right-hand column down at the bottom, it has $1,879,000. That is the incorrect number. That should be the $2,191,801.99, just like the one under the line called balance. Just a addition problem. It will be fixed.
Going too smooth here. Any questions?
I should point out what Joe told me earlier, that 2,100,000 something, whatever it is. Our actual fund balance is less than that, okay? That tells me that they're doing a good job of taking what money they got, putting it where to do some good, knowing they're gonna have to use it later, but it's not sitting around getting dusty.
No, we need a motion to approve the consent items, anybody?
With the one for,
I make a motion to approve the consent item.
I was wanting to do what we're doing.
Charlotte, second?
second.
Okay, motion made and seconded that the consent items be approved as presented, all in favor? Unanimous, let's see, Charlotte made a motion, Ken seconded.
No, Stacy.
Stacy got it.
Charlotte and Stacy.
Ag science report? I'm sorry, I would've got you guys earlier, I wasn't paying you.
Now, come on.
I got the nose here. Let me move. I'll come over here. How's that? You don't bite me?
Nah.
Okay. That's not my appearance.
That was Jack Crow with those? Was it the first one?
It really
We ready?
Whenever you're ready. Ms. Marlin prepared a couple of slides for us. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for the opportunity to give a report on our Ag Science Department. You want me to get started there?
Yeah.
We've got a few items that, I'm sorry, I meant on the next
No,
slide.
I know. What we basically did is we prepared this slideshow to present to y'all our goals, our accomplishments, and, you know, where we want to see our department going. And that's basically what we wanted to show y'all, kind of what we've been working on. You want to start with this?
We have an old white stock trailer back there. I know y'all, sits behind the ag shop, and it's out in the weather. She's got some pictures here. The trailer's approximately 15 years old, and it's not a whole lot of use to us right now. We went and got lambs in it earlier this year at Shepherd, and on the way back, the front end would shift side to side about 6 inches because it's all completely rusted out there. And it hadn't been rusted out, but it broke loose. Do we want to fix this, or we want to buy another one? We use that stock trailer, I'll be honest with you, 2 or 3 times a
We
year.
don't use it a whole lot.
We don't use the stock trailer except for going to get animals, when we need to go get them for the children, for the students. Right now, the stock trailer's sitting back there with a go-kart in it. The go-kart that was donated by Tractor Supply, we're gonna try to fix. You know, go to the next picture.
Yeah, I want to show y'all some of these pictures that, kind of what it looks like now.
That's just the side of it. It's got torsion axles on it. I don't know if you know what torsion axles are. They're rubber, and they, instead of springs, they have a rubber in there, a rubber shaft that goes through there that helps take the shock out of the road. But you can see where it's rusted on the front there. And we had talked about just cutting that off and putting a band around it, welding a band around that, but I think it's gonna be a lot more. It's gonna take a lot more than
I
that.
think we would actually need to go in and have it professionally sandblasted to get the, if I'm correct, to get the rust out of it.
I think this next picture shows a little more
Yeah.
about what we're talking about on the front of that. It's rusted all the way around that front, and if you go to the next picture, you can even see the sunlight coming through on that. So we just need to, I know
Some of
that's
the
probably an
boards-
ag department question as far as what we're gonna do with it, but
Right. I mean,
it's
some of
the
the
school
boards are
won't-
even kind of questionable. They would eventually start to rot, and I know, I was in high school, we had to do the same thing for our chapter, and, of course, my mom was on the booster club, and it was, I mean, to get it repaired, it was several, thousands of dollars, so I don't know, what we wanna do with this. So that's basically our question to y'all.
Yeah, I don't think it belongs to the ag department, I think it belongs to the
Yeah.
school, so that's basically, what do we wanna do with it? Get it repaired or get another one, get rid of it or what?